Hi, so I'm going to do a demo of a line drawing for this sculpture on cold pressed watercolor paper because I like to draw on that. And it's convenient, especially if you're working with watercolor and gouache and you like that absorbent surface rather than hot pressed watercolor paper, which is smooth and the brush stroke sits on the surface. So this is absorbent, this is cold pressed, it's the one with the tooth. So I'm just using a ballpoint pen, but this is applicable with pencil or another name, graphite, but I just want to use a pen. So right now, like in this image, the scale of them is pretty small, but you know, you can always scale them up, but I'm just going to try and scale him to size. So he's like about that big. So I look at, so his gesture, right? So his head's angled down, and I'm looking at the back part. It's hard for you to see that, but right now I have a tick mark. So I'm starting at the back portion here of his head. So I'm just doing an outline, like a contour. It's starting to transition to a contour line drawing. So I start with that shape on the right-hand side because that's what I see back there. So shape's really important. And the line, how it goes in and out, the character of the line, so that's called tangencies. So there, we're starting. I'll take a picture afterwards, but we're starting to describe it. So you have to be very, very patient. You have to be very analytical, which I know you all are. I drew that side, but his head with the, I don't know if that's supposed to be hair that kind of wraps around it. I'm going to draw that. And then I'm going to draw this shape. That kind of wavers. Like that. I actually should go down a little more. That should go like that. That should go like that. And there. So that's the start of it. Then, oh, I need to bring out that shape a little more. And then that goes like that. Then that kind of curves in. Then it goes like that. I want to draw lightly, very lightly, and here. And I want to be mindful of the shape of it. That goes like that. Actually, it needs to go like there. And it cuts in. And it goes like that. So I haven't described his brow yet, but here I'm going to. So I'd keep it very loose and suggestive. But sometimes when something like this, and you know, when we're making a painting that's suggestive as well, and you can develop the features more like with the paint and like more tonally. So I don't want to get too descriptive with my line. I just want to put like those basic landmarks down. And I want to get like the bigger shapes and gesture. Because I can describe the rest with the paint. So let's see, that kind of curves up there. It goes back there. there. Okay, so I think that's a good start with that. And I can develop the rest further with paint. But there's that start with the head. Now I'm going to go around to the neck. Right? And let's see. There's that. And then I notice this kind of goes down here a bit. And this big shape kind of goes like that. I'm describing his clothing. And I'm not like, I'm keeping it even more loose, like in here. Because again, you can develop further with the paint. And I don't want to keep it. And I'm going to go back in with these cross contours. His hand, I don't want to describe every finger. I just want to get the big shape. So it's kind of at first going to look like a mitten, but you can develop it again further with the paint. And that goes like that. And then there's that shape, and we're going to look at the distance between this hand. And this is even hard to even distinguish, so I would keep it as a shape. If you can't really see a lot of the information, if you have to really look hard, it looks too controlled and odd if you have to like really dig for that information. So it's, if that comes up as a situation like when you're drawing and painting, it's better to have it be loose and suggestive. So there's that leaf, but then that arm, right, kind of comes out. Let's see, ignore that line. See, that line's wrong, so that's okay. So I would ignore that. So there's that hand. Oh, wait, here's the sleeve. There's the sleeve. That's a little thick. There we go. Goes like that. Boom, boom, boom. And then that kind of cuts back in. And I'm looking at this shape in here. And that kind of comes in, goes down, goes like that. And then we have, again, this foliage where it goes like that. And then it goes like that. And again, I would describe this with the paint, but you don't want to be too controlled about it. So there. And then, oh wait, there's that little thing back there. It looks like there's also like this, he's standing on something, or something's in front. Actually, that looks like a caterpillar or something on what he's standing on. But there's my demo of the statue. So basic shapes, suggestive, big landmarks. We're looking at the negative shapes. We're looking at positive shapes. We're looking at shapes overlapping shapes. We're looking at relationships from one object to the next, right? So I'll take a picture of this, but I hope it was really helpful.